No, there will not be any lyrics from Lil Mosey's Freshman Cypher in this video. It was bad, but people ran that meme into the ground in the XXL comments last year and this year, and that would just make this too easy. Also, hope you guys like the new setup. I think this is the third new one this year, but I moved into a new apartment, so this was kind of necessary. If we have any issues with recording here, such as the lighting or the sound, please just bear with me. Yes, today we're going to be looking at the worst lyrics from the yearly XXL Freshman Cyphers, a setting in which the focus is on what you're saying, and you probably don't want to showcase the weaker side of your writing. But that hasn't stopped some rappers from doing just that. Keep in mind before we get started that these worst lyric videos are mostly just for fun. It's not like I'm getting so mad over these lyrics that my hair is falling out. Speaking of losing your hair, today's video is sponsored by Keeps. Wow, what a great transition. As you may or may not know, 2 out of 3 men will experience some form of male pattern baldness by the time that they're 35. Am I one of those people? I guess you'll find out if I ever do the hair review. And the best way to prevent this hair loss from furthering is to do something about it while you still have hair. Because once you're fully bald, that's it gone, and it can't be reversed. And that's where Keeps comes in. They combat your hair loss with scientifically proven treatments such as minoxidil, which is one of the 2 FDA approved treatments for hair loss, and it's something that they offer at incredibly affordable prices. And they deliver your medication to your door every 3 months, making the process super easy and efficient. Keeps is all about the prevention of hair loss, so the sooner you use it, the more hair on your head you can potentially save. So, if you're ready to take action and prevent your hair loss, go to keeps.com/CDTV or click the link in the description to get a big 50% off of your first order. That's keeps.com/CDTV. Thank you to Keeps for sponsoring today's video. So, are you guys ready to laugh at some more awful lyrics? Because I know I am. This is CDTVProductions, and let's get right into the video.
Act like you ain't heard. No, I stay mad fly like Angry Birds. Kid Ink, I'm a beast. Dog, curb me.
Mad fly. Like Angry Birds? Kid Ink. No. The only word that I can think of that fully encapsulates the energy of this line is lame. This is a dad joke. This is a pun I'd expect to see in an animated movie for kids, like the Angry Birds movie. That's right, girl, I'm Mad Fly. Honestly, all of Kid Ink's Cypher verse was weak, but this is the most groan-worthy line, and it is in the opening lines of his verse. He really thought that would be a good way to kick this one off. This is why no one has heard about Kid Ink since 2016. This line was barely even relevant when the cypher released in 2012, and 8 years later, it has aged like a slice of bread soaked in milk.
Drop top Martin, no Lawrence, my shit ruthless. I need a Kim Possible to play with my Rufus. Famous crib, if I pulled up then she blew it.
The intent of the line was there. I get what Blueface was going for, but Rufus? A mole rat? I really have to question some of the things rappers compare their cocks to. Smoke Perp goes for tiny little cashews, and Blueface goes for a little pink mole rat. Also, need a Kim Possible to play with your mole rat penis? I know I'm putting more thought into this line than Blueface did, but I think it's worth mentioning that throughout the duration of the show, Kim Possible was under the age of 18. So
I need a Kim Possible to play with my Rufus.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
By your appearance, I can get a glimpse of your vibe. They say you all what you wear. I'm East St. Laurent, Mason Martin, Margiela. Catch me at the Mondrian, fella.
First of all, who has ever said that? Second of all, what? I think this line stands out as so bad to me because of the obvious setup of a punchline there, followed by the awkward lack of a punchline. Like, the classic example of this type of line is, they call me a pussy, well, you are what you eat. You know, that's something that turns someone calling you negative into a bit of a brag. There's some wordplay there. But this doesn't have any type of wordplay like that whatsoever. They say you are what you wear. I'm Yves Saint Laurent. There are some ways to make this work too. They say you are what you wear, well homie, I'm Gucci. Or something like that. You know, you're saying you're good, aka Gucci, but that you also wear Gucci. It's dumb as well, but there's something there. When you say, I'm Yves Saint Laurent, it just sounds really stupid.
With a bag full of pranks, I'm the shit, so please don't be mad when I stank. Yo, you riding Uber pools, hot but I'm super cool.
I'm the shit bars are up there with my least favorite typical bars in hip hop, because 9 times out of 10, they either sound corny at best, or downright nasty at worst. This is an example of that. And it really doesn't help that the beat cut off for Tierra Whack's Cypher verse, putting all the focus on her words about how she might smell bad because she's the shit. I really enjoy Tierra's music, but this was one of the more disappointing Cypher verses of the 2019 class for me.
I done came down, hold up, I say roll up, she say my dick nasty, I rap it with her for roll up, young nigga, I'm a soldier, I'm the mama soldier.
You heard it here first, folks. Kurt Cobain's has a nasty dick. Why is that something you would admit to in a cypher? It makes it sound like it's carrying something infectious. And I know that fruit roll-up is probably just a metaphor for flavored condoms, or maybe I'm giving Kirko too much credit, but all it does is make me think that Kirko is wrapping up his self-proclaimed nasty cock in a thin, stretchy piece of candy before he does the deed. Imagine being asked if you have protection and you whip out a pack of these. Most of these cypher verses are written, but it's lines like these that really make me wishes that they weren't. So you could at least use the excuse that the rappers were under the pressure of coming up with these lines on the spot. But instead, this is something that they thought out, wrote down, and said, yeah, that's gonna give people a good first impression of me.
I can't really talk on the phone right now. Smack called me, I was getting some head. He said, come do this XXL cover instead. I said for sure, bust the bitch on the bed, bust a nut in the head, told me when and where and it's dead. In a moment feels like...
This cypher verse was so bad that XXL didn't even put Vic Mensa's name in the title of it. I wish Vic didn't listen to Smack and just stayed getting the head, to be honest. For this entry, I genuinely had so many options. This is just a select few lines cherry-picked from an entire verse that sounds like it was written in the cornfields. Vic had a kind of unique entry to the cypher with the whole phone call setup, but man was it done in a way that was very hard to watch and listen to. It's not even just the lines on their own that make these lyrics so bad, it's the whole corny, sort of offbeat presentation of them within the cypher. It's ironic how he talks about killing the cypher at the end of this set of lines, when this verse is going to be much more remembered for its flaws than its strong points.
I'm off flight, no really I'm off flight. I live in the sky and get higher than 4 kites. If your girl like my music, don't worry, it's alright. The day we meet will never happen, my hours are all night. I live in the sky and get higher than 4 kites.
I'm trying to work out the math here. Does the number of kites enhance how high those kites can get? What's the formula that Roscoe's using here? I'm gonna need him to show his working for this one. Now, I am no kite expert by any means, but I'm assuming that 1 would get just as high as 4 would. They're all tied down by the same length of string. Now, I'm guessing he said 4 kites to maybe make the rhyme scheme stronger, but even in that case, 4 kites doesn't really rhyme strongly with all flight or all right. Sometimes forcing in that extra syllable can make what was a decent line end up sounding pretty dumb.
Y'all bitches don't want the drama. I in your sentencing like colon, comma. Call me Mr. Take the lead to these bitches on tracks like glue to the weave of these bitches.
Colons and commas. 2 things that do not end sentences. According to the annotation on Genius, this is incredible and subliminal wordplay. Okay, not to be boring, but technically sentences can only be ended by a full stop, an exclamation mark, or a question mark. Any other type of punctuation, like a colon or a comma, just acts as an extension of the sentence, making this line a piece of wordplay that completely missed. Now, the rest of Angel Hayes' verse is really solid, but this line is not it.
Look, I don't know why you niggas hating. I take that back, cause I know why you niggas hating. I just said it cause I liked it how it came in. I even used liked it. That ain't a word, I'm just saying. I gotta be the greatest on this land. I spell.
This is literally just rambling. I like Absol, but this is meaningless filler that's so ridiculous you just have to laugh when you hear it. I don't know why you're hating, but I do know why you're hating. Liked it isn't a word, I'm just saying. What the fuck? Was Absol just stretching his verse for time here? A good rule of thumb is that if the lines make you sound like a rambling maniac that can't keep the verse moving forward, throw the lines out. It's one of those ones that just gets progressively worse as it keeps going on and it gets more and more unfocused and contrived. I guess in a fundamental way he is playing with words here, but in a way where he's creating words that don't exist.
You know I'm merely who you kidding, go and tell your friends. I am the chief and y'all just the Indians. Iggy is a big dog chilling in the left lane.
Wow. Just wow. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Iggy Azalea is back again to take yet another #1 spot on a worst of list of mine. Some people are going to get the impression from me shitting on Iggy so much that I hate all female rappers, but that isn't the case. Iggy just makes herself incredibly easy to shit on with her lyrics and her music. I don't hate all female rappers. I hate Iggy Azalea's rapping. We had the Slave Master bar on our Look Out for Detox remix, which was just awful. And now we have this line where she compares herself to an Indian chief, which is very tone deaf considering the fact that A, she is a white woman, and B, she is an Australian white woman forcing an American accent to fit in with the mainstream rap landscape. Some people would call that cultural appropriation, so it really doesn't help her case when she refers to herself as the chief of the Indians, even metaphorically. After the Slave Master line, she should really have someone vet her lyrics for potentially problematic lines, because clearly she doesn't know how to filter them out herself. Not to mention, the aforementioned fake American accent here sounds awful, so that just adds to how bad these lines come across. Just terrible, and definitely the lyric on here that stands out to me as the absolute worst and most tone deaf of the bunch. Well guys, that is going to be it for the video today. Thank you so much for watching. I would appreciate you leaving a like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribing if you haven't done so already and want to see more videos similar to this one. Hopefully you guys are liking the new setup. It's going to take me a little bit of getting used to, and I'm sure it will be the same on your end. Oh, also let me find something in here that you guys are going to want to see. I do have both the new Tom McDonald albums now, so I'll be making a video on these very soon. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you all in the next one, and this is CDTV Productions, signing out.